Hello guys, thanks for stopping by. Please remember to subscribe and like this video. I know some people will be saying, I thought this woman says she's a makeup artist and she's a doctor and this. Where's the makeup in this? Don't worry, I promise you the makeup is coming. It's so you will see makeup and you'll be tired. Hey, hello guys, I'll be talking about how to protect yourself from cervical cancer. So first of all, before we talk about what's cervical cancer, the cervix is the part of a woman's body that is between her vagina and the uterus. Cervical cancer is caused by a virus which we call the human papillomavirus. Don't worry, it sounds big, but as complicated and as bookish that the virus name sounds, is actually quite common. There are different strains of this virus. A lot of sub-strains actually. So some HPVs cause warts, while some invade the cervix and go on to cause cervical cancer. The next question that someone might ask me is, what's the difference between HPV and HIV? Does HPV cause HIV or does HIV cause HPV? Are they brothers? Are they sisters? No, they are not the same. Fine, they are both viruses, but they are quite different. So human papillomaviruses causes different types of viral infections, while HIV causes the acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So let's not get that twisted or mixed up first. Oh, and another thing these two viruses have in common is they both invade the genital area. So how is cervical cancer spread, or how is the HPV virus spread? It is spread by genital contact. You cannot catch HPV from kissing. You cannot catch HPV from touching. You cannot catch HPV from drinking from the same cup with someone. Don't get it twisted, guys. So how do you know if you've got cervical cancer? In the beginning, like a lot of viral infections, you might not find any sign or any symptom. Like you might just be going around with the pre-lesions, and then it's only detected if, for instance, you go for regular screenings. So this may now progress in time to symptoms like bleeding when you're not having your periods, bleeding after sex, pain during sex. If you find that you have any of these symptoms, the right thing to do is to run to the nearest health provider and get seen by a health professional. So how do you protect yourself from getting cervical cancer? The good news is for the HPV, human papillomavirus, there's actually a vaccine, and you can get vaccinated against the human papillomavirus. So a study that was done, it was found that nuns have the least likelihood to have cervical cancer. So on prevention, the ultimate still remains abstinence. It's not church. I'm not preaching. I'm just saying this is what we have observed. This is what studies have observed. The abstinence is still key. And for the vaccination, the human papilloma vaccination that I talked about earlier, the best age to get it is between 9 and 26, preferably 9 before sexual debut. That's before sexual exposure, because you want to catch these children or these young women before they're exposed to that virus which causes cervical cancer. The ultimate way to protect them is to get them before they even get into sex and get exposed. So like I said, you can get the vaccines in most tertiary hospitals for a small fee. Of course, the importance of getting nutritious meals and regular exercise cannot also be overlooked. Limit your sexual activity to one partner and use a condom every time you have sexual activity. If you're not a smoker, don't start. Get regular pap smears. Have you gotten vaccinated? Have you had a pap smear? Are you planning to have a pap smear? Well, if you've not had, I hope this video convinces you to have more. If you have questions, comments, things you'd like me to improve, do you think today's video is better? Do you think it's crappy? Please like. Thank you for the response to the last video. I didn't even think anybody would like it, but we had so many views. It means I should keep doing this, and I'll keep doing it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe As I try to keep my videos as short as possible and straight to the point, there might be areas that I have not touched. The idea to do this small public health enlightenment clip came from a colleague of mine, Dikachi MD. Check her out on Instagram. She's doing a lot of work for cervical screening. This one is for you, Dikachi. If you'd like more info on this flyer, please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.